You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, bro.
Shout out to Miss Lana. Ooh, it's long lost pal. Welcome back for number 17. Joey and Karrin back on the scene. Shout out to Miss Lana. Ooh, it's long lost pals.
Well, I know it, but I
Oh, come on.
can't get it. I know it though. I know it though.
Sorry, Miss Jackson or Miss Jackson.
Oh, God damn.
Like
You
when I
know
tell you,
what? You know what? My mom is a fan. I'll give it to Lana. I'll give it to Lana. Shout out to Lana again. Another episode. Shout out to my
every
mom.
episode is a thing now. It's a thing. Welcome to Long Lost Pals, episode 17. I'm kind of like I'm feeling good, man. 17 episodes. Like we've been doing this for a hot little minute now. Like it just seems like
Hey.
yesterday. Just seems like yesterday we were like planning it out, thinking what we're gonna do, and look at that 17. It's really been like 18 weeks because we didn't do an episode that 1 week, so we've really been like doing this for like 18 weeks. So shout out to us, man. We don't get enough shout out. Shout out to us. Um,
Right.
we're gonna get started. It's a show of segments, and we'll get into our first one, which is bottom five, where we do. Oh, my bad.
Introduce
Oh,
yourself.
I'm Joey. I'm
Introduce
sorry.
yourself, bro. Introduce yourself. That's my
Don't be
boy
17 if they don't know
Joey.
by now. I'm just kidding. Please be a new
That's
listener.
my boy fucking Joey right there. I'm Corinne. We're about to kick this motherfucker off.
Please be a new listener. Oh, we're going to start in with one of our traditional segments, which is bottom five. We do this every episode. It's where we do a spin on the popular thing where people list their top five of something, but we list our bottom five. So we do the actual opposite. And this week, this one was my idea. We decided to do Pokemon. So, Corinne, just a quick question. Were you a big Pokemon fan back in the day?
I was. And I need my mom, Lana. I feel like all of my Pokemon cards, I had like a fucking binder of them hoes. I know they are somewhere. I feel like she got them somewhere. And I need to find them so I can hawk them hoes on the eBay and just unload the whole bunch because there's some good shit in there. But yeah, I was back in the day though. I don't fuck with it now. I know you've been playing Pokemon lately.
We'll get into that later. But yeah, my throw of the beef back on the grill actually has to do with this at some point. Whenever we do it next time, because we're not doing it today, I've actually got one that you just reminded me of that is related to Pokemon cards and making
Eh,
money. But we're doing bottom five Pokemon. We didn't talk about who was going first. Or am I going first? Okay.
go first,
So,
man. Me and Court went first last time.
so I'll get us started. So first of all, I didn't realize how much I forgot about Pokemon. Like there's 150 of the original ones. We're only doing original ones. I don't know the other like 500 they got or however many it is now. I was looking through a list just to be sure. I probably remember like 30. So I was like, damn, I'm actually not that big a Pokemon person, but we'll get started. I'll go number five. I'm going Goldeen. I mean, it's a fish. Like it looks like something you'd see at the like in the fish tank at a dentist's office. Only difference is it's got a little horn. And when it fucking evolves, it just turns into another fish. It's hard as shit to take a picture of on Pokemon Snap. I could never get a good flick of it. I don't fuck with Goldeen. That's my number five. Number four is Rattata. I had to look up how to say it today because I think I always called him Rattata or something as a kid, which is definitely incorrect. There's too many syllables. Um, it's just a mouse. I'm not a huge fan of rodents. I think it's the PTSD of having a rat problem at my apartment. I also think it's like when you play the game, like the Game Boy game, these fools, like you run into about fucking 15 Rattatas every 30
Yes.
seconds. They're like, wants to fight. Bitch, I don't want to fight another one of you. I already caught one. I don't need 13 more. Leave me alone. I've been in the grass for 2 seconds. I've seen 30, you fucks. Rattata, number four. Number three, I'm going with Seal. This is one that I forgot about. This got to be the laziest shit. It's a seal looking Pokemon. Its name's literally Seal. The only difference is it's spelled Seel. Is that a mistake? Is that on purpose? I don't know, but I know there's no creativity there. Like, what are we doing? We're just running out of fucking Pokemon to come up with them. Not that cool of an animal. Definitely not that cool of a Pokemon. I'm going Seal, number three. Number two, I'm going Metapod. I get we want some representation for metamorphosis. I get that, we've got two forms of metamorphosis in the Pokemon world, at least in the original 150. You got Kakuna, you got Metapod. Kakuna is at least a little menacing looking. Metapod, all he does is have the mood harden. Shout out to James. That's the only move he has. He doesn't even have any attacks. He looks weak as shit. Like, I get it. Like, scientifically, it makes sense, but nobody wants a cocoon Pokemon. Wasting my goddamn time. Metapod, your number two. One, this might get a little bit of hate. I'm going Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff, adorable. Great character in Super Smash Brothers. Very cute. Jigglypuff. First of all, have some self-awareness, Jigglypuff. Looky here, sis. Your power is putting people to sleep. In the show, you put people to sleep with that goddamn song, but then you get salty about putting people to sleep and drawing people's face with the marker. Let me tell you something. I fucking hate when people mess with me and I'm sleeping. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. People obviously don't do it anymore because I'm not 8 years old. They used to run me hot growing up and people fuck with me and I'm sleeping, or when people just wake me up in general. Jigglypuff, you're gonna mess with me, draw a mark on my face because you don't know what your powers do. You're number one, girl.
All right, first of all, we have one in common. We almost had two in common, but I moved Goldine off for some beef with another bitch.
Goldine, Goldine.
That bitch is lame as fuck.
Did you
She
play
don't
Pokemon
do
Snap?
shit. She don't do shit. All right, give me the timer, bro. But you know what is so crazy that I completely blanked out Pokemon Snap, and that game was actually really fun and cool.
We'll talk about Pokemon Snap later.
I'm not
After
gonna
this,
lie.
we can't wait some of our 40 minutes on that. All right, go ahead.
All right, give me the timer. Let's go. Number 5, I'm going with Voltorb. This is the laziest motherfucking Pokemon design ever fucking invented. It looks like somebody who works at Pokemon asked their child, hey, what do you think that a Pokemon looks like? And they drew a Pokeball with a pissed off ass angry face on it. And that is why Voltorb is my number 5. Literally just a lazy fucking design, bitch. You're just a pissed off Pokeball. Y'all could have did better with that one. That's my number 5. Number 4, I'm going with Slowpoke. I looked this fucking guy's moves up. Do you know what his moves are? Rest and headbutt.
Ooh, I like
Sir,
that.
that sounds like a fucking day in the life of one of my cats. Like, you don't contribute to any fucking, like, how, what use are you to me if all you're doing is resting and headbutting people? You're not doing shit for me. Which moves me into my number 3, because speaking of fucking cats, I'm going with Meowth. And I did read up that the Meowth Pokemon overall was whack as shit. I'm specifically talking about the Meowth that's on Team Rocket with Jesse and fucking James, because this motherfucker evolved to talk, but literally does not contribute anything to the fucking conversation. He doesn't help strategically. He damn sure don't help in physical fights. Again, domesticated cat. What in the fuck do we need you for? You're not contributing to anything at all. Meowth is number 3. Number 2, I'm going with fucking Jigglypuff, dude. I actually will admit that being able to sing your fucking opponent to sleep is a cool ass fucking power. But that's all that you can do, number 1. Number 2, how fucking easy is it for me to get you to stop singing? If I slap you in your fucking mouth right now, bitch, I bet you're not singing any fucking show tunes anymore. So shut your fucking bitch ass up. Jigglypuff, you're fucking number 2 because you're weak as fuck. Number 1, I'm going with Snorlax, because being sleepy and in the fucking way is not a superpower. You're just Joey at a fucking kickback. You big bitch. All they do is use Snorlax as a fucking roadblock to get into Ash's way. Yeah, I called you out for passing out at fucking kickbacks.
First of all,
Snorlax is number 1 because he's fucking useful too.
First of all, I don't pass out. I go to sleep on purpose. I did it twice this weekend. I was in Houston. I was like, I'm going to bed because you know what? I'm done. I'm mature now.
You're fucking Snorlax.
I might be. I almost did Slowpoke. You're just so derpy looking too. Like nothing like beneficial. And then who was the other one you had that I almost did too? It was Snorlax. He's just so huggable.
Meow.
Oh yeah, Meow, that weak ass voice. I almost picked him up that alone. That why looking ass voice. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. And then there was a couple too. Like there was one I almost chose, but I already forgot the name. He like just looks like he looks like a he was an honorable mention for me. What was his name? It's like Porygon or something like that. I'm like, bro, you're just like a geometric shape. Like you're like a extra credit question on a surface area worksheet. Like just a whole bunch of flat surfaces. Like, what are we doing?
There was a couple that I'm like, you really don't seem that useful, but like there's like, I'm like, I can find some use for somebody. Like even Goldine, I was like, she's whack as fuck and her voice gets on my nerves, but she do got that horn. She got a horn that she could do something with. She's more useful than fucking Slowpoke.
That boy sucks. Side Duck was honorable mention for me too. But let's move on.
Oh, fuck. I completely forgot about him. I should have put his ass on my list.
All right, so we're gonna move on now. That wraps up bottom five. We're gonna move on to our test of time segment this week. Test of time was when we reevaluate something that once ruled when we were younger to see if it in fact still rules. We usually do like albums or movies we kind of trade off. And this week we did the Eminem Show.
And
Uh,
I got a feeling that you were not into Eminem.
we'll get into that in a second, but you go first. We get 2 minutes for this segment. In this segment, what we do is we go over our overall thoughts. Then we give like best song, worst song, and then we do number of skips, and then we give it a 1 out of 5 star rating. So, Karrin, whenever you're ready, you have the floor.
All right, boom. Eminem Show. I remember kind of listening to this album because I really liked fuck, what was the song where he's like Without Me. I loved that one. Obviously Cleaning Out My Closet, loved that era. I don't think that I actually ever at that age, I was 11, listened to the full album. Should not have been listening to Eminem at all, period. But I think the album was very cohesive. I think it was a good like whole body of work. He kind of reminds me of like Ludacris when we did Chicken and Beer, where he's very expressive. He's very dramatic. He also has like a whimsical, like he has like a little whimsy to him. I like him. He's very dramatic. He's a very theatrical guy. He's very entertaining, obviously very aggressive. He says some fucking horrible fucking shit. I'm gonna say my favorite song on the album. I gotta give it to the Nate Dogg feature, Till I Collapse. Fucking fire ass feature. But I loved a lot of the songs. I love the song that he did with Dre, even though I hated the hook. What was it called? Say What You Say or something. The hook just got on my fucking nerves. But the verses were complete fire. The one that he did with D12, what is it called? When the music stops, fire. All of them went off on that motherfucker. He has some bangers on this album. My least favorite song, I'm gonna go with Say Goodbye to Hollywood or Drip. Disgusting fucking song
You
with
and I always have that together. I love it.
that was I was like, oh god, I cannot believe he fucking made this an actual fucking song. Overall, I'm gonna say the album was like, I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. Just because I don't listen to rap on the day to day, like as a whole, that much. So this isn't something that has like a lot of replay value for me. I did save Till I Collapse though, because that motherfucker was a banger. Did add that to the library. As far as skips, I actually didn't even write that down, but I'll say probably like 2 or 3 songs. I don't think that there was a lot of skips outside of like the skits, which I want to add that we need to bring those back on albums now because nobody does it anymore. But yeah, that's my evaluation of the Eminem Show from 2002.
Yeah. I don't like whenever we do this, I don't know if there's like too many notes because I feel like when I do mine, it kind of gets into like my notes. I feel like me like critiquing what or not critiquing, but like, talking about what you said doesn't really have a point until I just
Yeah.
do mine first. So let's just go
Yeah.
on to mine. I'm gonna start this by saying I'm not an Eminem fan. I think there's multiple reasons I'm not an Eminem fan. I think I just wasn't an angry child. I think that's one reason I'm not an Eminem fan. I think also like as a white person, like there's so many white people out there like Eminem just because he's white, and I think they're like, oh, Eminem's the best rapper alive, and that kind of like annoyed me as a younger person and as an adult. I've never been a huge Eminem fan. Like I don't like psycho Eminem. I don't like domestic abuse Eminem. I don't like violent Eminem. I don't like goofy Eminem. I like kind of like emotional, introspective Eminem. So there's songs from Eminem I definitely like, but I don't like go out of my way. I don't enjoy listening to Eminem albums. We've talked in the past how this is like kind of like a homework assignment. This shit really felt like a homework assignment. Like I made it through this bitch twice, and it felt like I listened to shit 20 times. Like it was just not my favorite thing I've done recently. So let's go with likes. Even the likes, like the ones I enjoyed kind of on this one, were kind of like likes. Oh, a couple of things. You said there's skits. There's 15 songs in here. There's 5 skits. You can tell this is like a period piece. There's multiple references to Anthrax. I was like, oh, that's so 2002. We talked about Afghanistan at some point. I was like, all right, we're definitely like around like 9/11 times.
Yeah.
Uh, White America. I mean, it's cool enough. There was like some good lines in there and stuff. Like I don't hate it. It's not my favorite song. Like I probably won't like add it to a playlist, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
So
Cleaning Out My Closet is classic. I like that one. Sing for the Moment is fantastic. One that really grew on me, I didn't like at first, but like I started to like later was Haley's song. kind of weird that it's a song dedicated to his daughter. He starts talking about his penis at some parts, like, I don't, can't believe I stuck my penis in your mom. I'm like, all right, dude, that's a little much for her when she turns 16 and listens to this, but you know, whatever. Superman, just for nostalgia. Say what, or Superman is just for nostalgia. So is Without Me. I don't really like either of those songs now, but I liked them as a kid. So like for the nostalgia factor, I still listen to them. Say What You Say. Dr. Dre randomly like beefing with Jermaine Dupri. I don't remember that, but I liked
Me
it.
neither.
I like the fact that he was, roasting Jermaine Dupri for being short and like signed a bunch of young children. I liked it. Um, but overall, man, not a huge fan. Eight skips for me. I liked about seven songs, and like I said, three or four of those were like mediocre likes. My least favorite, Drips. I don't like songs where people like get too like detailed with sex talk, whether it's rap, whether it's R&B. Once you start like doing like when I can like envision it, I don't need none of that. Like
When
I
it turns when it turns into like erotica in the booth, it's like, all
yeah,
right,
in too many like metaphors, and I'm like I'm good. I'm good. Obi Trice, dude, relax. Um,
disgusting.
so Drips or Dad's Gone Crazy. I didn't like either. Something about her. My dad's gone crazy. I hated it. I didn't like it. I give it 2 stars. Like again, like
Yeah, I think that he should have ended with Till I Collapse and flipped the Haley Dad's Gone Crazy. I think they should have flipped that and ended the album with Till I Collapse. That was a motherfucking barn burner ass.
I
And
didn't
then
really like it. Like I get it. Like and I like Nate Dogg, R.I.P. But like it wasn't really for me. Like again, Eminem's just I've never been an Eminem fan. It's just like so. Again, certain songs I love, and oh, my favorite song, "Sing for the Moment." Like I know that's like a radio song, but that's my favorite, and it's still going.
no, I love fucking Dream On by Aerosmith. So
Yeah,
sample that, like, and I'm listening to it at the fucking minimum. Like,
yeah,
I think that was a good sample. But
I
yeah,
like that song.
I fucking respect that. I think it was a decent fucking album. He reminds me of like the Joker. Like he's like, I am going to burn the entire fucking ground, like all of this shit to the fucking ground. I'm burning it down.
And let me clarify, if one of our three listeners is like, oh, like he's so lyrical, like I get it. Like I know he can rap. I know he's a great rapper. He's just not
Not
my
for you.
favorite.
He's
Like
not for you.
I'd rather you be less lyrical and me enjoy your music more. Like it's like Kendrick. Kendrick's fantastic. I don't like all of Kendrick's music. I don't ever say throw that Kendrick on. I'll never say throw that Eminem on ever. Like if I'm in a certain mood, I'll play one Eminem song. I'm not gonna be like, oh, my free time, I'm gonna listen to the Eminem show. It's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna listen to that whole album ever again. Like it's never gonna happen in my life. And that's the test of time. And now we're gonna move on to our boomer moment of the week. Boomer moment of the week just gives us a chance to complain about something that's pissed us off. Could be anything. And I kind of struggle with this one because there's multiple things that pissed me off this week, but they were like, I didn't know how to like explain them. So I'm gonna go with this. During the pandemic, tipping got way out of hand. All right. If you don't make like a large living doing your job, you're a waiter, you're a waitress. I tip good. Like I'm over here like man, I'm not like okay, looky here. I'm not like making it rain. 'Cause this is like the second time I'm like, oh, I'm generous. Like I'm not saying like all this, but I'm a good tipper. Like I typically give like over 20%. Like I give big tips, right? But when you're not really doing shit, that's like hard for me to want to tip you. Like even when like I go to coffee shop, I get cold brew with a little splash of milk. That's not hard to do. I'll still give you like $1 or two. But like I was at the airport the other day at a convenience store or like a one of those stores where shit's already overpriced. Like a bag of Gardettos is $7, and they had a tip feature on a thing in a tip jar for ringing me up. Bitch, all you got to do is push the little thing, scan the barcode. It doesn't get much easier than that. It's not like a store where you have to walk the aisles and do all this shit. Like it doesn't get easier than that. All you have to do is scan barcodes. You don't even have to ring up my card. I do it myself. I'm not gonna tip you for that. No disrespect. Not trying to knock your living or whatever you do, but goddamn, like where does it end? Like where does it end?
No, the tipping culture has really just gone off the fucking rails. Because like you said, it's like these people who are just doing their job. Like you're just taking my order at this. If I have to walk up to the register and put my order in, and outside of that, we don't interact. Like you're not offering to fill my cup with water. You're not offering to give me utensils. You're not offering to none of the. You're not asking me if I need next extra. If you're not waiting on me,
Karrin, I've been punked in. I pay like, I tip like probably like 18-20% on to-go orders now. And the people who I'm like paying the tip to don't even do like
All they doing is bagging that shit up and making sure that the person who ordered it is picking it up.
again, I don't
I
knock anybody and
no.
this isn't me shitting on the service profession. I wish I never got to be a waiter, I never got to be a bartender. I always wish I could have done that shit because I worked at Chuck E. Cheese like we talked about last episode. I never got paid shit. But
You didn't get tips. You wasn't getting tips.
but look, man, out of hand, out of pocket.
100%. No. Okay. And mine this week, I don't even think that I'll need the whole fucking minute. I'm
They're going over.
you know what? Let me see. No. Okay. Let me paint a picture for you. You're watching a movie, you're on Hulu, and you're cheap, so you have commercials. You're watching a movie, probably at a volume like 20 or 30. The commercial, what volume is the commercial on? Because
45.
the commercial has a completely different set of audible settings. I'm watching my movie, ready to go to sleep because I need the TV to go to sleep. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them people. My TV is at a 10. The commercial comes on, it's
27.
at it's at a 99. Ma'am, it's 10 p.m. I'm trying to go to sleep right now. We need to get a handle on these fucking settings for the commercial volumes, guys. I don't know what's going on, but we need to figure it the fuck out right now. That's my complaint for this one.
I remember I didn't know that was a thing until like, probably several years ago. Maybe it's been like 10 years now. And I like noticed it. I was like, God damn. Like you have like it on and then all of a sudden it's like, why is it so
Fucking
loud?
loud. And then like on my living room TV, it's like, my big TV. And so, the movies, I have to like turn up really loud. My movies are probably at like a 60. When the commercial comes on, I'm like, turn that shit down, bro.
Wake up my cat.
The neighbors are gonna be calling the fucking cops.
I got bigger problems. That wraps up our boomer moment of the week. Now we're going to move on to quick news. Quick news is where we tackle 5 current event topics from the week that vary in category.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kicking it off this week
we get two
for you,
minutes
sir.
for this.
Wait, we getting 2 minutes now? I thought it was one.
No, we moved it. It was 1.5. We moved it to 2 because we were doing 1.5. We were taking like 3, and then we moved it to 2, and we're still taking like 3. So I should probably just move it to 3. But for right now, we're gonna say it is a.
It's a two. All right, man. All right,
Hey,
Joseph.
always undersell, over deliver.
All
Go ahead.
right, NBA free agents, NBA free agent. Bro, it's the fucking whiskey, bro.
Well, there was the first 30 seconds. Now we need 3.5 minutes.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, NBA free agency has arrived. Who are the biggest winners and losers?
Rockets, one of the winners. They've added Dorian Finney-Smith, added Clint Capella. I'm not even bullshitting. This isn't even Homer shit. Like, if you listen to all the like podcasts and shit, like this is the problem. I had to listen to fucking the Eminem Show when I wanted to be listening to NBA podcasts, talking about how great the Rockets are, and instead I got to listen to this bullshit drips. Like, what the fuck? The Rockets are winners. Denver Nuggets, unfortunately, are winners. They made some really great moves. They're going to be competitors in the West next year. They already are with Jokic, but now they're really going to be some of the biggest. Hawks are huge winners. East is wide open. Hawks might win. Biggest losers. Tyrese Halliburton already got hurt for the Pacers, and you're in like low ball Miles Turner and let him go to the Bucks, and then they just like they bought out and stretched Damian Lillard, so they're not doing shit either. There's a couple losers. I'd say Bucks, and I'd say the Pacers are the biggest losers. Drake has fake abs. When are you getting yours done?
Bro, let me tell you what pisses me off the most about Drake and these fake ass abs. You have the fucking money to get a trainer, a chef, and a nutritionist. And you are so fucking lazy that you can't even spend 1 month worth of your time to get a decent body. He's so fucking lame for that. Megan was right about you.
You built the house brick by brick, literally.
I'm a fucking fan. I'm gonna run back his 99 times this week by Megan. Anyways, all right, the new Jurassic Park is coming out. Is it called Rebirth? I think that's what it's called. Anyway, it's coming out this weekend. Are you gonna watch it? Because
Absolutely not. I mean, I don't know if I've seen the last two. Like, was Chris Pratt in a few of them? I saw one that was a long time ago. I was also
You're
like thinking
asking
the other
the
day,
wrong
I was getting
fucking
them kind of
person.
confused with Godzilla. I don't know which one's which. All I know is no, I probably won't. Eventually, maybe.
You
Uh,
said reptiles. It's all the same to me.
only one I remember, like have vivid memories of, is the first one. I remember that kid gets electrocuted by the fence, and I remember that there's like they're in this hiding in this room, and there's like velociraptors like coming after him. Um, Trump's big, beautiful bill was passed in the Senate. How ugly is the fallout from that going to be?
It's gonna be really fucking bad. And I don't even have like a funny quip to just insert here. Fuck him and that administration and the fucking disgusting bill because that's what the fuck it is. Candace Parker got her jersey retired by the Sparks this week. What is one activity you're good enough in to get your jersey retired?
Well, first of all, you already called me out on this earlier. First of all, I would like to say, I was in Houston this weekend, celebrating my guy.
You fucking Snorlax.
Time out.
You said rest.
Time out. I went to sleep twice on purpose ahead of everybody else. I knew my limits. I went to sleep. I went to sleep. But every day I'm battling sleep apnea. I haven't been confirmed yet, but I'm 99% sure my whole life I have sleep apnea. So I fall asleep uncontrollably. So if it's falling asleep at times you don't want to fall asleep, I'm the GOAT. So if you want to hang my jersey in the rafters, it's hey, who has the greatest record for not wanting to fall asleep at
but,
all?
but
First one at
knocking
the
the fuck out for 3 hours.
first one at the slumber party every time as a kid. Never knew what was wrong with me. First one as at the slumber party, falling asleep in public settings. Hey, it's me, baby. At every airplane ride, most of the time it's on purpose, sometimes it's not. It's me. Falling asleep, nobody better. Nobody better. You can't go to sleep at night? Never felt that. Every night, knocking out. Is the quality good? Probably not. But guess what, baby? I'm every night. This big old nose looking like Squidward's house, baby, is huffing and puffing all night long. And maybe I'm not breathing at
From what
times.
I
There are people.
hear, what I hear, it's like a man thing. Like women just complain about how y'all's lives are just so easy that y'all can just knock the fuck out. I wouldn't know. I don't sleep around men. So this is purely anecdotal from what I'm getting from women. But the boots on the ground journalism is that y'all all fall asleep in 30 fucking seconds
And
flat, dude.
not boots on the ground, first of all. Second of all, I gotta say, I legitimately it used to be like a late night thing. If I go to a movie, even if it's at 11 a.m., it's a 50-50 I'm falling asleep every time. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is. I've fallen asleep in so many movies in movie theaters. Like
That's so crazy.
I remember falling asleep during Twister as a kid at the dollar movies on 1960. And that was the only movie I remember falling asleep in. But nowadays, baby,
That's my hood, bro.
anywhere, any place. It can be the greatest movie of all time. I'll fall asleep in the middle of the most action-packed movie of all time. Don't matter. And that's quick news.
That's fucking crazy. What you we doing recommendations? What you recommending this
Are
week?
we doing recommendations? Of course we're doing recommendations. Am I going first?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
All right, man. Recommendation. I recommend that you dive headfirst in some nostalgia this week. If you have like an N64 in your attic, or you don't have a basement, probably if you're listening to us, if you have anything like that, dive into that shit, enjoy it. I have a family friend. He like collects pieces of like Game Boys, like old pieces, and he builds them himself and like puts them together. He gifted me one with Pokemon Red. I couldn't find my AirPods. I flew to Houston and back without AirPods, so I was grinding on Pokemon Red. It's the best shit I've done in a while. I haven't had a chance to play it this week because kids and shit, but god damn it, dive into some nostalgia this week.
Movie I'm recommending this week is called In a Violent Nature. I don't have a theme. I'm a horror lover, so I'm going with a recent horror movie that I watched. It came out last year. I am not big on slashers, but this was a new take on a slasher. You're watching the movie from the killer's perspective. Let's say it's Friday the 13th. You're watching this movie through Jason Voorhees' lens. Um, I didn't have high expectations going in because I'm not really into slashers like that. I fucking loved it. I've I just want to say this. I've watched a lot of horror movies, bloody, gory things. This movie has the most gnarly kill I have ever seen in a movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It surprised me. I'm recommending it right now, and it is streaming on Hulu. So, In a Violent Nature 2024. That's my
Oh,
recommendation.
so last week she recommended something for perverts. This week she's recommending something for psychos. So just know if you're watching these things, you got some kind of problem, baby. You got some. She's well rounded. Corinne's well rounded. She's watching all these things. But if you're watching these specific ones, it's genre,
What
folks.
whatever
Pervert.
kink what no, whatever kink you have, I have a fucking movie for it.
If you like, oh, I'm about to go too far.
No, no.
Oh, that wraps. Oh, I told you, that wraps was episode 17, but I'm having a good time. We got 5 minutes left, and we like wasted some time at the beginning, so we got some time. So I got to ask you. I told you I was going to ask you a question on here because I want to ask you before because I want to read.
I can't wait to hear what this is.
What Pokemon do you think are part of the LGBTQ plus community?
Oh, wow, that's a good fucking question. Honestly, I really would say that Pikachu is like a bicon. Like Pikachu is completely bi. It's a bicon. What's the one that's like it looks kind of like a girl and it has long hair and gloves and a dress on? Do you know who I'm
Jinx.
talking about? Who? Jinx! That is a drag. That is a drag queen. She's a bad bitch. I don't know if she's a straight man in drag or if she is a gay man in drag. That is a queen, though. I know a fucking queen when I say one, when I see one. Damn, I'm mad that you put me on the
Mr.
spot.
Mime.
Because now oh yeah, Mr. Mime. You know what? Honestly, I feel I don't know Mr. Mime's sexuality. I feel like Mr. Mime might just be asexual. Like Mr.
Oh,
Mime,
he's too committed to his
he's
career. Yeah, I'm talking about that.
he's a fucking weirdo. He might be like, yeah, no, he's a fucking weirdo for sure. Do you have some more in mind? Because now I'm like, damn, which one?
Those are the main ones I was thinking about, and the reason I said this is because like I think I've been an ally since a little kid. Because the reason I say this is because like I love Jinx, I love Mr. Mime, wrestling back in the day, WWE. Goldust is like an androgynous guy. I love Goldust, like his theme song. I loved everything about Goldust. So maybe in a previous life, I was dressed in
Alternate fucking
drag.
universe.
I was dressed in drag or something. Like maybe you never know. But all I know is shout out to my LGBTQ plus Pokemon. Shout out to Goldust. Fire theme song, by the way. If you want to do a WWE theme song, baby, an entrance,
So fucking crazy.
forget about it.
That's so fucking crazy, bro. Hold
That's
on, let me
episode 17. Our
real
episodes are
quick.
age 17, which means that they can watch a rated R movie. Corinne, I appreciate you.
You know,
Sometime.
it's mutual, fam. You know, we're on this road to get. We're in the weeds now, bro. Because we've like fully committed to this.
Fully committed. Full
It's
send.
in our it's in our fucking schedules.
It
We
is.
put work into it when we're outside, like outside of workout, like we're working on this in our free time. We're really committed, bro.
I love
I'm
it.
yeah, I'm glad that we're locked in. I'm glad that we're matching each other's energy.
This brings me joy. So you know what, friends
Close it
and folks,
out.
it brings me joy. You know what also brings you joy? Staying fly. And I'm feeling fly myself, so I'm doing the reverse piece today. Wow. Oh, did you do it too? Yo,
I
that was
feel
like,
like I always do this. Do
oh,
I
I
do
never do the
this?
reverse piece.
No, I
So,
think I always do this.
well, shout out to you because I never do it. So, twinsy.